Aloha Yang Gang, December 29th. Coming at you with today's update. Let's see here, right into it. Hawaii, Big Island. If you want to get in touch with us, you could go to Yang Gang Hawaii Big Island at gmail.com, or you could leave any questions or comments in the section below. Remember to check the description below for all the links to different news articles and different videos for people covering the campaign. All right. Right into it. We need to donate quick. We're trying to hit a goal of 3 million. Last time I checked, I think we were halfway there. The FEC deadline ends December 31st, and then it's filed a month later. But we need to get that money in now because Andrew could use that. Anywho, get involved. Go to yang2020.com. Look at events around your neighborhood. Go to the policies and get informed. And go to the volunteer section to actually set up times where you could do things for the campaign. A great way to get involved is to go to gangdaily10.com. Each day you take 10 minutes to do something productive for the campaign. Not only do you learn a little bit more about the campaign, but you'll learn a little bit more about politics in and of itself. Let's see here. Comments and suggestions are always welcome down below. Please give those. Yangprints.com is a great source to get flyers, business cards, posters, anything you need to print. Just go to a Kinko's or some place that does printing facilities and print those up, hand out when you're canvassing. Or put it in your car window or whatnot. As always, there's merch on the website, yang2020.com merch, and that's a great way to show your support while you're walking around. People will stop and ask you what a math hat means. Believe me. Long story short, today's videos, we had YG Gold. He's doing the Daily 10. Yesterday's was canvassing, meaning you go on there, you sign up for canvassing, you get in touch with people around your area, and then you go out and hit the streets and talk to people about Yang policies. A great way to be informed about Yang policies is to do the text banking. I did it for several months, still doing it off and on, but I learned so much about the policies, and there's a great backbone of Yang Gang on Slack that'll answer any questions that you might have that are posed to you. The great thing about it is you have a minute of lag time. You can go on the internet, search a couple things, come back, and you can also be honest too. Very human-centered. If you don't know the answer to something, say, "I don't know the answer. Let me get that," and you've got a resource with the Yang Gang to figure that out. Found a new video from somebody named Adrian Suarez. I put it in there because it's a new perspective that I hadn't heard before. These people are older than I am, and from the way they're talking, I do believe they were conservatives. So long story short, it's interesting. Yang what we would consider the other side of views. I have two videos today from the Hill. The first video is talking about why we're stuck in a two-party system. Interesting. At 2, they talk about is there some sort of out there policy that's out there, whether it's binary Yang or whatnot, that is just revolutionary. Like last debate, it was Medicare for All. Bernie brought it up. Nobody was talking about it, and now this election process, it's the #1 thing we are talking about. There's another video by The Hill, and it's talking about transferring the Democratic Party into something different. They have a guest speaker, Alexandra Rojas, and she poses many interesting questions. At 4:30, she basically is talking about what's the purpose and what's our call and response to the future. What happens in 2020, and then what are our views coming up for future elections, future debates, and the future of democracy for the country. Let's see here. There's a video by a dude named Summation Kid, or might be a girl, might be a guy, don't know. Summation Kid talking about Bernie's plans versus Yang's plans. Highlights and details basic points of the plans, like Bernie's will talk about raising the minimum wage to $50, having a job creation guarantee program, and then the opposite, but kind of the same to that, Andrew Yang's proposal of the UBI, the $1,000 per month in lieu of a small hike raise in basic income for the lowest minimum wage. Very interesting watch. Kai also did another video. I won't get it too much into it because Kai is high energy and long-winded, but I love it. The wrap-up is he talks about Warren's funding and Yang's funding. Side note, Kai has postponed going to college right now. He's going to take the whole year to focus on the campaign, which I think is wonderful. Big Island, we get a lot of our news from Kai and from his sources as well. All right, moving on to the Twitter. Yang had commented about the arrival of people to Iowa for Yang Week. What's happening if you're not aware? Yang Week, people are flying to Iowa, getting together in groups, and then going out to do door-to-door canvassing. I think that's amazingly awesome. They're going to spread the policies and have a human-centered touch to people who otherwise would not have been informed because the media blackout. And there's no coverage out there of Andrew Yang. The only thing that is out there is Andrew Yang. He's gone out there the most of any candidate. If I had to guess, I would say somewhere over 20, 24, 25 times. South Carolina has not been a Democratic state since 1976. I cannot wait to see the primaries this year in Iowa, South Carolina, Nevada. It's going to be amazing. There's a gentleman who put out a Yang video game in beta. I do believe it's coming full force, the Yang video game. If you haven't heard of him, support him if you're a video gamer. If not, I played the beta. It was lots of fun. Google Yang video game. I'm sure it'll pop up. Let's see here. There's the biggest banner, Yang banner, that I think has been made thus far is an 8-foot by 20-foot banner. Google it. It's pretty big. It's in West Maple Road, Omaha. If you like this channel, you're on the Big Island, this is your first time getting introduced to Andrew Yang, welcome. Go check out the other videos, maybe do a little catch-up. Purpose of this video is to do a 5 to 10 minute video each day that's going to take all their different resources, things that we watch, the YouTube channels, the news articles, the Twitter feeds. Although I personally am not on Facebook and Twitter, we do have people that are going to be running those pages for the Big Island. If you want to get involved, we have those pages set up. We just need people to put content on it and to monitor it. Also, I would absolutely love help doing this YouTube channel. If you'd like to be in videos or you have information or suggestions for this, please put it in the comment section below. I do believe I added Patreon correctly, so if you'd like to donate to this, there's a couple different tiers, but the long story short, every single penny goes to promoting Andrew Yang, whether going to Yang prints and making flyers, or having a little bit of a disposable cash, so when we do have a meeting, we're able to provide maybe drinks or something, or flyers, packet for people, or Yang hats and merchandise for them to have. All this stuff can be attained online at yang2020.com, where you could learn about policies, you can find about events going on near you, you can volunteer, and you can buy merchandise. But most importantly, you need to donate before December 31st. Going for $3 million. Okie doke. For Yang, okay, so here's what's up. If you've seen the previous videos, we are scrapping the 3-location idea for January 5th. January 5th will be a 1-location meeting. If you can make it, awesome. If you have to drive the whole island, I apologize. I do believe we're going to try and do it in either Waimea or Hilo. Look forward to other updates, but January 5th we will be having a meeting regardless of where it is. Worst comes to worst, it would probably be at the pavilion down at Hilo. So long story short, got a couple irons in the fire, got casted a couple lines out there, got a couple people working on this. Hopefully they get back to me and we could centrally put something. So there's not going to be 3 locations. It's going to be 1 central location. If you could drive out, great, but it will be on January 5th. The details will be coming up, and what we'll be doing there is covering who's involved, who knows about Andrew, what resources there are, how to be more organized, what we're working with, how we can collaborate, and where we would be most effective. All these things and good stuff to come. Hawaii Big Island. If you want to get a hold of us directly, get us at yangganghawaii@gmail.com.